At the dawn of the 20th century, football was a world away from the multi-billion-dollar industry we know today. Clubs were often run by fans for fans. They were deeply embedded in their local communities. Their primary source of income was gate receipts, the money paid by spectators to attend matches. These early clubs operated on shoestring budgets. Players were often paid modestly, if at all. Many held second jobs to make ends meet. Financial stability was a constant concern. Unexpected events like bad weather could drastically impact attendance. This, in turn, would affect the club's income. Despite these challenges, football steadily grew in popularity. The spirit of the game, rooted in community and working-class identity, resonated with people across social classes. The years leading up to World War I saw the formation of many professional leagues. This brought a semblance of financial organization to the sport. Yet the reliance on gate receipts left clubs vulnerable to economic shocks. Little did anyone know that a global conflict would soon put their resilience to the test. The outbreak of World War I in 1914 cast a long shadow over European football. Many players enlisted to fight and leagues were suspended. Clubs struggled to stay afloat with limited income. Following the war, football experienced a resurgence. Fans flocked back to stadiums. The 1920s saw the abolition of maximum wage caps. This led to a rise in player salaries. The 1930s ushered in the Great Depression. Clubs faced dwindling attendances and financial uncertainty. Radio broadcasts offered a glimmer of hope. The outbreak of World War II in 1939 brought another halt to professional leagues. The post-World War II era marked a turning point in football finance. As Europe rebuilt, so too did the sport. This period saw the rise of television as a powerful force. The 1954 World Cup, broadcast internationally, captivated audiences worldwide. This newfound visibility brought with it a lucrative new revenue stream: television rights. Initially, these rights were relatively inexpensive. However, as the popularity of televised football grew, so did their value. This influx of money began to reshape the financial landscape of the sport. Clubs could now invest in better facilities and attract star players with higher wages. The 1960s witnessed the growing commercialization of football. Companies recognized the sport's marketing potential. They began to invest in sponsorships and advertising, further boosting club revenues. This period laid the groundwork for the modern era of football finance, where television and commercial deals would become paramount. Section 4: Commercialization and its discontents. The rise of big money from 1970 to 1990. The 1970s and 80s saw the continued rise of big money in football. Transfer fees reached unprecedented heights. Players became global superstars, their faces plastered on billboards and merchandise. The influx of money had a profound impact on the sport. It led to increased competition among clubs, both domestically and internationally. The gap between the wealthy and the less affluent clubs began to widen. This era also saw the emergence of concerns about the growing influence of money on the sport. Some argued that the pursuit of profit was overshadowing the traditional values of fair play and sportsmanship. Despite these concerns, the commercialization of football continued apace. The stage was set for the creation of a league that would capitalize on this new era of globalized, televised sport. Section 5: The Premier League era. A global powerhouse emerges from 1990 to 2000. The formation of the English Premier League in 1992 marked a seismic shift in the global football landscape. Backed by lucrative television deals, the Premier League quickly established itself as the wealthiest and most watched football league in the world. This financial dominance allowed Premier League clubs to attract top players from around the globe. The league's global reach, fueled by satellite television, brought English football to a vast new audience. This, in turn, led to increased sponsorship opportunities and merchandise sales. The Premier League's success served as a model for other leagues seeking to enhance their global profile and financial clout. The 1990s witnessed the growing influence of wealthy owners and investors, particularly in the Premier League. These owners, often with backgrounds in business or media, brought new ideas about how to run clubs as global brands. Section 6: Superclubs and financial fair play navigating modern challenges, from 2000 to the present. The 21st century has seen the emergence of superclubs with vast financial resources and global fan bases. Financial fair play regulations, introduced by UEFA in 2011, aimed to curb excessive spending. The debate over the role of money in football continues to rage. Football's financial landscape has undergone a remarkable transformation. This evolution has brought both opportunities and challenges, shaping the sport we know today.